Alrighty guys, welcome back. We've got it. It finally arrived, so looking forward to checking this out. We have, of course, a Pathfinder adventure card game core set. This is, of course, Volume 2, or Version 2, or Edition 2, or whatever you want to call it. So here it is. Your adventure begins here. Belhung Tower has collapsed, its wizards are missing, its kobolds are whispering the name of long-dead draconic nemesis, and it's your first day in town. A complete cooperative strategy game pits 1 to 4 players against monsters, perils, and traps, as you become the heroes of Belham. As the town's new champions, you must find an unending world of adventure awaits. Choose your character class, build a deck of equipment, magic, and allies, and explore lethal locations as you journey through an exciting fantasy tale. As your adventure continues, your characters will make a remarkable gear and breathtaking magic to their decks as they gain incredible powers, all of which you'll need to challenge more and more powerful threats. This set includes the storybook and cards for the Dragon Demand Adventure Path, as well as a modular core for infinite scenarios that allow you to control the difficulty and speed of play. The adventure card game core set includes 440 cards featuring a wide variety of powerful weapons, magical spells, protective armors, versatile items, helpful allies, and divine blessings to help you face a host of vicious monsters, dangerous barriers, vile scourges, and perilous wild cards. It's between 1 to 4 players, ages 13 and up. Time is about 90 minutes. Well, let's open it up. We waited a long time to get this sucker, and so we had a live stream earlier, so I couldn't get on and open it for you guys, but that's all behind us now. Let's take it out of the shrink wrap and see what comes in the core set. Of Volume 2, Edition 2, whatever you want to call it. Alright, we already opened up the, what's it called? The Curse of the Crimson Throne expansion for this the other day, as that arrived earlier. But of course we couldn't play that until we got this. Come on, open up. There you go. So good, thick, solid box. Was that about a 4 or 5 inch box? Nice. We have inside the quick start guide. Read me first. It's only a couple pages. This is going to be what you're going to be doing, kind of overview, and some deck lists, etc., etc. We have the core set rule book. This is going to weigh in at about 32 pages. It's got some reference information on the back. We have the Pathfinder adventure card game storybook, The Dragon's Demand. Nice. Artwork, lovely. So this will take you through the first 7 adventures, I think. And it's now, instead of using the little cards, you now can use this nice information. Story mode gives you all the information. Each character gets a new level 1 boon of any type. What? What? Alright. Then we have our tokens. And we have more tokens. We also have our little minis now. Cool. We have, alrighty, we have our these will be your separator cards. We're going to open this up as we go. So we got characters and rules, locations, scourges, wild cards, other support cards, proxies, story banes, monsters, barriers, weapons, spells, armor, items, which are upside down for some reason, allies, blessings, removed from the game, future adventures, character 1, character 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and special. Of course, we have another set of blue dice that I keep getting from them. Because every time I get a new game from them, I get these set of blue dice. Actually, the last one I got was green dice. So, figure that one out. Alright, we have packages of cards. We can add these to the other group. So, of course, you have your 6-sider, your 8-sider. Come here, you. Your 4-sider, your 12-sider, and your 10-sider. No 20-sider, but that's okay. We have plenty of 20-siders. We don't need it for this game anyways. So dice, cards. Open me first. Don't open any other cards yet. Really? What is this then? Characters. What is this? Blessings. And armor and weapons. Well, let's open, and that's it. Then you get a couple foam things to keep everything standard. You got a nice little box to put all your cards in. I could probably put all the extra cards I have for all the other versions in this box, which will be nice. Open me first, it says. So, well, let's do that. Open me first. Don't open any other card sets. You'll use the cards in this pack to play through the introductory scenario. See the quick start guide for instructions. If you played the game before and want to see what's new, see the transition guide on page 26 of the rulebook. If you've already mixed your cards together, never fear. A list of the cards you need appears in the back of the quick start guide. Perils. Well, let's see what we have here. So we have our Perils. We have our characters. There's 4 characters. We have our weapons. We have our armor and items. Allies, blessings, daggers, your spells. Yeah. So these are going to be like your default. These are going to be like your default setup. Default setup cards for each of the different characters. Then of course you're going to have your different locations and your monsters. I think I'm just going to open all the packs because we've played this many times. Your barriers, your weapons. What? Look at that. Level 1. Whoa, nilly. Do we want to open the other ones? Here's dazed, entangled, poisoned, wounded, a couple allies, and a level 1 blessing, and a level 1 ally. All right, so let's see how they set up. Right. So adventure number 1 is, of course, the Dragon's Demand. We're going to start with these scenarios. Welcome to Belham. Build the vault. At the start of the adventure path, the vault should contain all core set cards, except for Bane's, whose level is higher than 1. If you are playing with a character from a class, deck, or adventure path box, if you're playing with a character from a class, deck, or adventure path box, Add all level 0 and 1 cards from that box. Oh, okay, so we can use our expansion characters as well. So I might go ahead and get all of that set up. If we were to open this, what's this going to do to us? Somebody going to come and hunt us down? I don't know. I might. They might. So, a bunch of level 1s. So they don't want you to fight too many level 1s in the beginning for your first encounter, it looks like to me, because this is mostly level 1 stuff, but you don't add those in. Now, let's see. Let's see if we go to the second scenario, what it tells us. Alright, so Adventure 2, Path of the Dragon. Upgrade the Vault. When you begin Adventure 2... Oh, no. Okay, so we do the Rumble Road. Then we do Plans Go Wrong. Then the Blood Vow. Then the Wizard's Estates. Rumble Road is an introductory scenario. You may skip it if you're familiar with the game, but I will probably just for fun. And then at the end, each character gets a hero point. Whoa, a hero point now. You got to complete 4 of them to get that point, though. That'll give you... Okay. So Adventure 1 is basically at the start of the adventure path. The vault should contain all core set cards except for Bane's, whose level is higher than 1. At the start of the adventure path, the vault should contain all core set cards except for Bane's, whose level is higher than 1. So everything in the box except for Bane's that are higher than level 1. And if we're using some of our class decks or adventure path box from a different box, add all level 0, 1 cards from that box. Interesting. All right, so yeah, I don't. So still level 0. Here's some story Bane. Let's see if there's any monsters. Oh, there is level monsters, level 1 in there. Let's see when we would add those in then. If we go with the default. Adventure Path 2 when you begin. So why build the vault? At the start of Adventure Path, the vault should contain all core set cards except for Bane's, whose level is higher than 1. Okay, I get you. I got you. So you basically put all the 0s and 1s together, play through this, then you're gonna add the 2s, then you're gonna add the 3s. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Alrighty, I'm going to go and set this all up. I'm going to sort all my cards out. I'm going to get them out of the packaging, and we'll be back later to play a scenario. So here is some of the characters. Looking at some of the characters from the expansion the other day, but here is Amari. And we have somebody that's upside down. Lini? Oh, maybe it's me that's upside down. That's a possibility. Sajin. Sione. And some of the other characters I think are in the other thing. But we'll separate these out. And we'll be back. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a lot of cards. Cool thing is they've now organized it into a nice little manual. You can follow along. Better information on the scenarios, what your rewards are, how to progress from thing to thing, which is nice. So I like that. They updated all of the artwork on all of the cards. They redesigned the cards. It's now much easier and color coded. The text is slightly bigger. So really good so far. I like how they now have separator cards, right? You got the little figurines now, and you're supposed to use these little tokens. Probably never use these little tokens, but you do earn hero points as well. So now you can spend these to, if your character dies in a scenario, you can spend this, or you can also spend these to upgrade with new feats. And death is supposed to be permanent in this game, so if you spend your hero points and then your character dies, well, if you didn't keep a hero point, then I guess the character is just going to be dead. Of course, you know, if you're playing by yourself, you can play it any way you want, but that's what it's supposed to, because, you know, if there's no threat of death, then there's no worrying about what your actions are. There's no consequences. That's what I meant to say. So consequences are always good. Anyways, we'll see you back later. Thanks for watching. See you guys.